I remember same thing happened with a dance expert in Madras, and that time we had this Fairchild movie thing, and it showed Prabhupada speaking. So we used to turn that thing around and throw it on the wall. And there's a lot of dance students there, and his name is Dhananjay. He's a very good dancer himself, his wife. So he looked at it and then he said, "Can you replay this for me?" So I was replaying, and again he wanted it to be replayed. And then he was explaining Prabhupada's class in terms of BharatNatyam to his students. And it was a very intense class. Prabhupada was speaking about how the power of devotion and the chanting of the holy name, if somebody is chanting the name, he has already performed all the sacrifices and tapas, everything in his previous life. And Prabhupada was very intense speaking in that. His face was changing, his moods were changing like every 2 minutes. And he was sometimes like very jubilant, sometimes like frustrated that people are not taking to it. It was like a dance program. Except that he was not moving his limbs, and he was making mudras while he was speaking, hand like this. So he would stop, and then he would say, "See, and then he was quoting from the Nritya Shastra of Bharat, and saying that these are the different ecstasies that we are learning in theory. And you see, and he said that in 28 minutes, said this gentleman went through all that." And then we played it again, and he went again explaining that. I took notes of that. And later when I compared with Nectar of Devotion, it was like, 3-4 subheadings of the Nectar of Devotion, all experienced by Prabhupada in explaining philosophy of just chanting the holy name. It was not Rasa Leela, or it was not intimate pastime, or it was nothing of that sort. It was simply about how one should take to the chanting of the holy name and what happens when one takes the chanting of the holy name. And it looked like preliminary preaching, but in explaining that, Prabhupada's body went through the whole ecstasy of that. So he was saying that, then when he finished that, I said, there is a famous verse in the Brahma Samhita that every word is a song and then every movement is a dance. And this man took it so serious that in his concerts he has that verse sung in the first. When he starts the invocation, he has that Katha Ganam Gamanam Natyam verse first, and then with that he starts the invocation. So